Hi, Chonnie. How are you?
Hi, Christina. I'm great.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad you're joining me today. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about Independence Gardens, maybe how you got started with it or how the idea even first came to you?
You know what? This all started with a simple elementary school lunch. So my daughter was in kindergarten and I just wanted to have lunch with her. And when I walk into this office, the first thing they asked me is if I brought her lunch. And I said, why would I do that? You know, the thing about kindergarten is having a lunch with your daughter. And they said, well, you know, after you have lunch, then come and talk to us. And I walk into this cafeteria and I got it. I couldn't fathom how they would not want to eat what they were feeding my children. And I think at that point it kind of started because I was a chef as well. So I kind of knew what it was to put a fresh meal together. And I was a mom first and foremost. And this is the meal that would fuel her day. And so the whole thing just organically really happened. You know, I was doing research in school gardens. Trust me, it's not a new thing. People have school gardens all the time. But what we wanted to do was something different. We wanted to put something together that was 100% school-wide participation. So not just one grade, not just one class. We thought that if we could build a sustainable community in a school, that all of a sudden we can start changing how they looked at nutrition. And so that's how Independence Gardens really started. It was just an organic organization. The vision kind of sprouted and grew from this one single seed. And all of a sudden I had parents just clamoring to be on this board. So 5-6 years later, we just finished our third garden. We're now planning on planting there in the spring and mirroring what we're doing in there into what they're going to be eating in the fall. So what we're doing now, what we're seeing now in this campus is from start to finish of what the organization is all about. So planting to what we call garden to table is really what we're looking for. And that's really what Independence Gardens is all about.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that you saw something that needed to be fixed and you fixed it. I love that so much. And from my experience with you guys, I have learned that you have a lot of chefs on board who are supporting you. The district superintendent supports you. The school board supports you. And it's gone even further, not just to what they're eating, but I met the district chef who actually, you guys do nutrition classes and you're actually helping kids learn about food so that even when they're not at school, it's relevant.
Yeah, so what we were really missing when we first started the program is how do we connect kids with the food they're growing? Because it's one thing with growing it day to day, but then what do you do with it? Do you take it home? Do you eat it? And what do you do with that? The education and nutrition education doesn't stop at school. It has to begin and end at home with the parents of these children. And so what we've seen with the partnerships with these chefs is they understand the importance of healthy, nutritious food. I mean, they truly understand it, and they're very supportive of that. So what really came out of that is the Come and Eat It campaign. And that campaign is chef-driven, student-led, where we literally take fruits and vegetables that they're growing, and the chefs are showing these children how to cook it at home. And these recipes are simple and they're nutritionally balanced, and you can get all these ingredients in the grocery store, but it all starts with the fruits and vegetables that they're growing and eating. So when we looked at that, we're like, wow, this program could be really the start of how schools and how students and children looked at nutrition education, because it doesn't have to be anything hard. You're cooking every day. And what we've also found is that food is that one thing that really brings cultures together, brings communities together. And it is such a simple concept. And we couldn't figure out why it wasn't happening all over the place. And so what Independence Gardens did is we literally took this concept of community building and partnership and collaboration and really the love of nutrition with our children, and we just embrace that. And I think a lot of what individuals do, they have to be, I think, brave enough and bold enough to really take those challenges and look outside the box and look at the status quo and think, we don't have to do it like this every day. And we could go out and gather these individuals that have all of these great knowledge in one place, and they can help us bring the program together. So organically, it really started that way. And it's really amazing to me because all these organizations and corporations, Home Depot is our build partner, Aramark, works with when it comes to nutrition education, these corporations are going out above and beyond what they're technically doing and helping local individuals, local organizations like us. But what that does is that's a lot more, because they understand that the individuals that work for their organizations have to build this community in order to be supportive of them. And I believe that that's what Independence Gardens brings, is we bring that bridge from a community to a corporate perspective, that it's a whole different way of thinking about things.
It is. It's really amazing, Chonnie. Thank you so much for sharing that part about Independence Gardens. And I really look forward to seeing you on the stage in March and hearing way more about it and what you're doing and what you guys are up to. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great day. Bye.